Hello ladies and gents, this is Bold Brew, another MM3 draft simulation or Modern Masters 2017, and this is our first pack, pick one. Our 15th card is Crunch Gladiator. So right off the gates, what stands out for me here? Well, Navigator, even though rare, it's playable, but I don't know. I don't think it's this strong in the set. So you can't really go wrong with Serum Visions, I think, because there are a lot of good value decks. No real combo decks, but a lot of cool stuff you could do with particular PCs. What else? Well, Falcon Rift Noble is a sick card, so that's something interesting. Ancient Masks outside of the EDH, I mean, well, not EDH, but two-headed sealed is not super impressive. Um, Deputy is okay, but two colors. Gladiator is just okay, so let's look at the suggestions because this is actually kind of tricky. So, seems like the consensus is on the Navigator, even though I'm not a particular fan of this card in this set. In a non-special set, I would probably pick it without really thinking too much. Um, yeah, people accuse me of liking Rewind too much, for instance. Well, it's probably the Shaman. Blue-Red is not a very distinct archetype, but it's a thing. I like the Splicer a lot. What else? I'm a fan of Bone Splinters in a lot of decks. And in this set it's actually pretty spicy with fodders and bombers and whatnot. It's probably Shaman here, I guess. So we have already the Navigator. Let's have a look. So Visions is easy because sort of it's already blue and you can't really go wrong with it. We can take Oracle. So Splicer, Shaman, and Oracle are kind of tied. So it depends what combination we want to go into. Oracles helps to dig for land drops for the Navigator. Same for Visions. So it's really tricky. Normally you wouldn't have that much time to think about your second pick, of course, but all these thoughts are probably go through your head when you're presented with this kind of choices. So what do we take here? Splicer is the second color, so is Oracle. We can go Visions and avoid all of that nonsense. We can go Bent Blinks, but maybe it's good to stay open and just take Visions. On the other hand, Navigator let us blink stuff, so we don't necessarily have to go Bent. So then we can take Oracle or Splicer. I don't know. Between Oracle and Splicer, I guess I like Oracle a bit more. A tiny bit more. We can try to splash black and just pick Germination here. I think it's a fine pick. If we end up with white, we can then take late Splicers because the white splashes, I mean the common one's probably gonna go kinda late. Signet, now we're not splashing both of those colors. It's Germination probably. Ogre Bolus is sweet, just more value off of Navigator and stuff. So yeah, I definitely underestimate Navigator and its ability to actually get more comes into play triggers. Right? So yeah. As long as they're paired, well, you can repair them and then do it again. So yeah, second Oracle, just Chum Blocker, digging deeper. Since we already have so much of interesting stuff going on, maybe we're not playing Germination. We'll see. Flicker isn't good. Okay, rights. Well, If we pick up gifts or something like that, well, let's see. I don't want to go for colors, but with a couple of signets, it's actually very justifiable. Do we want just a blink? Well, we have Navigator plus Flicker, and I do like Genesis, and I think we're gonna be very based, blue-green based with already 2 oracles as a 2-drop. So Genesis is probably safe. Well, Sanctum is ideal. You could take Deputy here, but you need to leave the dream of Germination plus Umbera Rights in the deck. Same reason taking Guildgates. We can take Recover. Splicer is just a backup here. In the case we run out of playables, but I doubt it. I don't know if we want Stone Collector. We definitely don't want Past. Do we need this Guildgate? So we already have 2 duels. But we would need a lot of fixing in this deck. Is this Guildgate better than just Sin Collector that we can actually abuse quite a bit? I'm not sure. I think it's pretty decent in this set. Pretty main deckable, I would say. Because there are lots of things that could be pretty nasty. And just the information is probably worth a lot. I don't think we need strength in numbers all that much, even though it makes germination better. But I think I'll just take healer, I'm not sure though. It's a solid 3-drop, we need a bit of life gain I think in this deck. Instead of germination, strength number is not even that good. Our 2-drops are like oracles and stuff, so that's not amazing. Are we gonna sacrifice anything? Well, it's in our colors now, Zur, because we're trying to go based blue-green and splashing white and black. And I think it's early enough that we can pick up something, some auras. Well, it's any enchantment. Oh yeah, and we can pick up Germination actually. We can pick up Germination, that's pretty sweet. Okay, do we really want Terminus? Our death control-ish. So suggestions tell us for Terminus, but it probably doesn't really account for our deck. So just in general, we're kind of grinding control-ish, so maybe it's actually good. Just as a reset button. We don't have any cantrips though. That's a prob. But we can actually draw cards with the Oracle on opponent's turn once we blink them. So technically we do have a way to insta-speed on their, Terminus on their turn. So let's see. Naran Bear Rides, Phantasmal Image is pretty sweet, so I think it's enough rides. We can pick up some more value goodies. Alchemy is pretty sweet because of double rides, so I think it's the pick. Even though we see Celestia Signet, but I think we will have enough fixing. I think we will. I think Alchemy is just so big in this deck with all the stuff. Plus, it's it doesn't draw. It's just take that card. But we might get the late teachings, so late teachings or alchemy. So if not in this second pack, but in the third one. So Gargle is sweet, but Brutify is good. Blink is gas. How big is Blink for us over a good 4-drop or removal? That's the question. So we pretty much want to blink everything. Do want another target for Zur, that's for sure. And yeah, people don't really like Mystic Genesis, but I love it. Anything that's Mystic Snake or Venzer alike, I just love it. Maybe I'm a bit biased in that regard. If we have Blink, then we have just a ton of value. We don't, as of now, really have removal. We have Terminus and Genesis, that's about it. I think we can pick up more. And Putrefy is not that unique for us, and the Gargle is not that essential, but Blink is kind of essential. Cage is super bad for us, but we're not gonna hate it like that. A lot of good stuff here. I can justify picking Horror, or Gift, or Augur, or Moroi, or Courage. Question is, what's more important for us? How many actual hits for the Augur we have? Right now, quite a few, I think. Oh, another target for Zor. So I think that's the tiebreaker. Yeah. What am I thinking? What? How many green cards actually return? Not that many. Not that many. Not that many. Skyfisher is actually quite okay. It's just resetting oracles and stuff. So yeah. Kind of a blink, but also a flyer, blocker, etc. Everybody loves Soul Ransom so much, but I think we have enough of grinding going on. I think it's actually we want at least one gift in the deck as a target for Zor. Oh, that's tough. I love Familiar's Ruse. Stoic Angel is awesome. Another Genesis is good, but it's probably just Stoic Angel just because it's not that, you know, kind of tough to set up. Don't need another Collector, probably don't want Teachings really. We can't find rights with it, so that's a problem. So we don't actually have good targets really for Teachings all that much. Flicker and Blink don't count. Stroke is probably okay. Again, we don't have instant draw spells really, so we should just like miracle it. But we have plans. Plans is actually pretty decent in this deck. Mills rights. Yeah. Okay, we don't need the chill all that badly. I think we just take another gate. No, sacrifice outlet, so probably another Skyfisher, I guess. We don't need recover all that badly. Don't want to trap that much. It's pretty clunky. Well, you can of course hardcast it, but I don't need Gargle that badly either. That's the thing. We have enough ways to win and grind out, and we have double Skyfisher and Stoic Angel, so I think I'll take the trap, just why not? Dies this turn. So this could be pretty huge. Is it better than just another... I mean, is it better just as than Moroi? How many 4s we have? Can I actually sort them out? Not color sort. Well, let's see what that does. Okay, that does something for analysis, but doesn't really say much. Moroi. How many 4s? Okay. So technically Zor Stoic, that's kind of it. Flashback rights sometimes. I don't mind the life loss because we can heal her up and stuff like that. And courage as well. Don't need the chill, I believe. How many ways to blink we have? Skyfisher basically counts. Navigator of course counts. Oh, Flicker, Blink, got flashbacks. Yeah, let's take Moroi. Okay, rewarded kind of. Defenses. Well, at least it's a valid sideboard card. Conscripts is a sweet card, but we don't really need it. Don't want another Germination for sure. Spectre is meh. I think it's probably Agony Warp here, even though Sigiatorgal is also pretty sweet here. Third Bloodline, pretty easy pick here, I think. Because we do need unconditional removal and need flashback, so it's good with what is the cards like Pilfered Plans. We do want to pick up one Alchemy here, I think, in this pack, hopefully. But it's probably not gonna happen this late. It's an Injure of Eos, nothing to find with it. Don't need another Blink. Don't think I need Rewind because I don't really have that many instances. Though I do have some, but no, it doesn't really fit in this particular deck. We can take the Temple though. It's not that bad. But we can't really abuse Populate really, so probably just take Cygnus to accelerate the 4 drops, accelerate Navigator. Call of the Herd is fine. We don't need Cygnus and Rampant Fixing all that badly anymore. How many we have? So I think it's 2 Cygnets, 3 Duels, that's fine. Just Call of the Herd, why not? Oof. How justifiable the Obsidian is in this deck. So all the 3 duels we picked up basically help to cast him. That's cool. So Signets, well, if we have both of them, then it's a bit complicated. But yeah. Okay, we don't need the Spell Piercer badly. Another Genesis or Guildgate, I don't know. I like the Genesis a lot. Maybe a bit too much. Probably should have picked the Guildgate here. But there is no way to know for sure at this point. There is no good way to know for sure at this point. Probably want another plan since we didn't get the Alchemy. Even though it's sorcery speed, but what we can do. I think it's okay just to pick up Putrefy here. Can't be that bad, right? Yeah, and again, don't need another Germination. Double Grasp in the same pack, that's kind of funny. Probably pick up the Ruse, it's just so sweet, and one off is okay. Might is not really needed in this deck. Seal is okay. A very good sideboard card. But perhaps Deputy is just crazy here. It's another 2-drop also, of which we don't have that many. Yeah. Probably just take the Gate here. We picked up 2 Blinks. Yeah, and I'm not even sure we're gonna play them both. Yeah, probably just navigate here. We can play the Slaughterhorn, why not? Even though Grasp flashbacks, I'm not sure I want it instead of the Sanctum that fixes our colors so nicely. Yeah. Is Grasp actually that good? We do have double plans to abuse self-mill and flashbacks. So that's a good thing, but it's a sorceress, I believe, yeah. Still, good combo, I suppose. Still a pretty good combo. So what's the pick here? We have removal and counters and stuff. So I don't know. I think we don't really need Grasp all that badly. So better just to have another Shame, sort of. But the Sanctum is just so much better than the Guildgate here. Let's see what auto build actually does for us. Did it at basics? Wait, what the hell? It actually went into straight black. No, that's pretty bad. So, how do we switch that off? Is that it? Yeah, okay. So that was the button to look for. Server scrolling so crazily here. Okay, we don't have the deck just yet. Do we play? So because of all these blue-white lands, of which we have 6, so we are gonna probably play 18 lands, I think, and then because we do wanna hit all the land drops. So all of this produce blue. So just maybe a couple islands, not more. How many Black Mondays? 3, so at least 3 swamps. We do have a signet, so we shall see. So how many produce white? All of them produce white, so maximum 2 planes. 13, and then 5. 4 is probably not enough. I think we need more. What can we afford to cut? Definitely cut these, I think. Then we have 7 blue sources just from lands. 7 white. Okay, so at least 1 forest. So that makes it 6 green. 7 white. 6 black. 17. What about our signets? So both produce green, so that's good. But we do want to play early Oracle. But we'd have 6 forests for that. For example, that's 19 lands already. But no, not 19. That's 17 lands. So we can add 1 more. What would that be? What do we actually need in here? Another swamp, maybe? Yeah, there's a pretty good chance we want another swamp. I feel like they're not gonna play all of this, of course. So, but 6 sources is not real enough. Well, 7 sources technically. But with those signets, maybe 17 lands is enough. Plus, we have a lot of pro draw. So let's see. Maybe just 1 Genesis, 1 Blink, 1 Gift because it's tutorable. Up to that, Zor. I don't know how many Oracles we want. Replica for sure. Probably keep Sin Collector in the sideboard. Probably keep Healer just because main deck life gains probably has. This is Stoic for sure. Maroi maybe sideboard. Call, Sever, Flicker. Riz is okay. Navigator, Pulse. Maybe Swansky Fisher is fine. Terminus. Do we want to trap that? How badly we want it? How many is it? 44. That's a bit too much. That's a bit too much. I don't even know what to cut here now. Maybe Germination is actually bad. We do have, what was it? 2 other good targets for Zor. That is Courage and Gift. So, yeah, we can't really abuse Germination. Maybe 1 plans is enough. 42. Maybe Ruse is a bit too hard to cast. Yeah, we could get really screwed with Ruse. 41. So maybe we just set it in a few matchups. What now? Just got 1. Maybe 1 rights is enough. We don't have that many crazy targets for it. We can always set in an extra 1 if we feel like we need extra mid-range powers. Something like this, perhaps. You can let me know in the comments below, but this is our deck. So I could see some iterations in here based on our spear tools. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe. Um, anyways, any suggestions in the comments below. Check out the other videos, links in the description, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.